Hi there. Welcome to my weekly check in. What's new and coming up with lipedema? Um, really, it's our way of checking in with you every week and letting you know what's happening and what we're doing and what you can look forward to or contribute to or in any way, um, hopefully, get excited about. Hi there. Hi, Jenny. How are things on the Isle of Wight in the UK? Siobhan is not with me today. She's been under the weather this week. She had a home visit. She went to her family's. Um, not this week, the week last week. But anyway, traveling. I'm convinced that traveling is a bit of a challenge. Anyway, she got home and she ended up sick with a fever, and so we're like, just take care of yourself. She works incredibly hard. We all do, actually. That's one of the things we share. So I talked to her earlier today and she's feeling better and has some nice plans for over the weekend. Over the weekend here in the US, it's a holiday weekend. It's Memorial Day and it's usually when we have barbecues and hang out, and we've had storms. I haven't been able to go out on the deck cuz it's been stormy. So I'm hoping that it clears up. We shall see. But in the meantime, oh, hi, Jane from St. John's, Newfoundland. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, good to see you. And so let me tell you what's new and coming up with lipedema. I don't know how many of you are tribe members. The tribe was a blessing, is a blessing, but it was a blessing really big time when it started. The tribe started in February of 2020. Let me remind you what was going on back in February of 2020 was just as things were really crazy with the pandemic. And I have to say, we didn't know what was happening. I believe so much. Here I'm gonna, you know, reveal my bias, and it is my bias. I say that. Hi, Liza from New Zealand. I am a firm believer that things are guided. I so much has happened over the past 15 years when I look back that I feel like was magic. Like being in the right place at the right time and having the right people and getting support in ways that to this day I blow me away. And so what was happening in January and February of 2020 was there was a lot of chaos. um, I have dear friends. Many of you have met Anjay and Kathy. They are both Zen teachers. That's how I know them from Zen, um, and and they are in Seoul, South Korea. And Anjay had been sort of watching what was going on in China at the time, and was tracking the impact of the then early COVID. Um, so, so February of 2020, I, I was working with Jen Lehner, who is brilliant, funny, just a wonderful coach. She was she was my coach at the time. I've had numerous business coaches and supports, and she was like, "You gotta put in place a membership group. The benefits of a membership group are you have consistency over time, and it helps keep everything together, and yada yada yada. There were all these benefits, and I had never put together a membership group. There's so much I had never when I started all of this. I had never. Anyway, so I listened to Jen, and we put together a membership group, and we launched by email, and I was convinced that nobody would join. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be like a disaster. I'm going to put it out and people are going to say, we're not interested. Well, that's not at all what happened. What happened is we ended up with an amazing group. I think we started out with 125 members and got up to over 300 at one point. It fluctuates. Um, but then in March, so this is in late February, in early March, they declared the lockdown. Everything was locked down. We couldn't go out. We couldn't go anywhere. Um, but we had an online group. Not only an online group, but an online group that became like a family. Um, and my family was pretty crazy. So the family part of it was actually quite good, where people were supporting one another and being um, really attentive. And we started I have to go back and really look at the date. I know it was the end of February. They declared the lockdown March 10th, 11th here in Massachusetts, where I am. And through that whole period, um, we kept saying, all right, they're going to, this is going to be quick, a few weeks, lasted a few months, lasted actually 2 years. And so it was during that 2 years that the tribe, which the Lipedema tribe grew, not only grew, but became stronger. Not only became stronger, but really so much of what we do and so much of what we have is a direct result of community involvement. One of the things that I have always felt is that what makes community is community involvement. So when people would, say, well, for instance, we now have a group, internally we call it the artsy fartsy group, but it's a craft uh, a craft group. Um, Whoever wants to gets together one Sunday evening a month, and they knit or crochet, or we have someone who does drawings. Someone just really recently got into water painting, and they do this kind of creative stuff together. So they get on together, they do this creative whatever. Um, it originally came from Siobhan because Siobhan knits. She's a avid knitter. Like she'll be doing things and she'll be knitting. It's just part of how she thinks. It's like her own meditation practice, if you will. And so she does that. And what's happened over the past few years is we have a number of things that we do regularly. It first really started with exercise, stretchy classes with Miranda. Miranda is a um, former ballerina who teaches stretch classes. She's around, I want to say our age being she's in her 70s. Um, anyway, Phoebe says, not Phoebe, Fiona. I say Phoebe because she's a beekeeper. Hi, Fiona. Artsy group is fantastic. It's amazing the conversations we have to. Yeah, so the idea is it's like knitting circles, or they have quilting circles where women will get together and they'll do something and they talk. We talk. Um, I love it. I usually have my vlog right before it, and I'll stop in and check in and say hi to people. I don't always stay because by that time on a Sunday, I'm usually wiped. So, but it's amazing the kind of um, support everyone is to one another. So, um, so why am I telling you all of this? The tribe has evolved and grown in its own kind of um, process, and we are ready for another leap. The tribe is ready. How do I know that we are ready for another leap? 2 years ago, I got approached by a publishing company that asked us to write a book on lipedema. And the book that we're writing, and it's almost ready, and we are going to be launching it in September, is the first seminal textbook on lipedema as a disease entity. That's huge. It's being edited by myself, Leslyn Keith, who you all know, plus Dr. Stanley Roxon, which is remarkable. And so when the book comes out, it's not only one book. The publisher's been quite remarkable, but it'll be 3 books. Together as a bundle will be the textbook, and along with it, a companion handbook on diagnosing and treating lipedema. So often, clinicians, they don't have anywhere to go or anywhere to send us. So it's really answering that. And then I know, isn't that amazing, Michelle? I'm blown away. She says, congratulations. And then the third book is something that I've been working on forever. It's called The Voices of Lipedema. It is telling the stories. I believe we learn from one another. We learn from the way that we live and what we do and how we do it. So the third book is called The Voices of Lipedema, to really hear how people have, you know, been diagnosed and how they have been treating themselves and their own self-care. Um, and yeah, so that's all in the works. And so what we thought is how we could be most supportive. I want to just say, Michelle says, it's so true. We all learn from each other. I believe that has been the key. Um, Good question. Jenny, will all the books be available to pre-order, or do we just pre-order the main book first? Yeah, just pre-order the main book. The main book is on Amazon. Let me go grab the link for you. It's a long link, but give me a second. Let me go and I'll get it. Um, I am beyond thrilled. First of all, it's been amazing working with Dr. Roxon. So what it is a textbook. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not one of these easy, give me a cup of tea and let me curl up and read this. It is a textbook. It has a lot of research, facts and figures about lipedema. And it has 28 authors, worldwide experts, um, which is remarkable on all aspects of lipedema. Why can't I find the link? Because I'm not in the right. I need to go to books. Here it is, Lipedema books. And here it is. It says it will be released October 14th. Right now, that's when it's scheduled for release. Okay. Let me see, where are we? This is on Amazon. Way too crazy. Forget it. That's going to be too hard. You should be able to get that in the chat. Okay, let me show you. No, you don't have to do them all together, Jenny. If you've pre-ordered, you're all set. But there's the link. The title is Lipedema Principles and Practice. Hold on, let me get the title. Let me give you the title because you can just go into Amazon and search for the title. And I'm getting it now. And eventually, there it is. This is your search on Amazon. Yes. That's what we think. It's a good book for doctors. Here it is. Lipedema, Principles and Practice of Diagnosis and Treatment by Stanley G. Roxon. That's Dr. Roxon from Stanford Medical Center. Leslyn Keith and Catherine Seo. Catherine Seo, that would be me. And Leslyn is our, works with us and has for years. Oh, look at Michelle. After a year of research, watching hours of videos, reading books, listening to other women, she compiled an information Google Doc with all the links and information and stuff to share with others. Would love to see it, Michelle, if you're open to sharing it. We are putting a chapter together of resources for women with lipedema, since so much of what we need to do is be accountable to ourselves for our self-care. So I would love to see it. If you feel so moved, email it to me at Catherine here. I think my information is pretty much everywhere, but Catherine at Lipedema Simplified.org. You can email it to me here. Here it is. So we have decided to upgrade. I don't know. We have decided to put our membership group in an. Well, we haven't even decided. It's decided. Life has decided to evolve it. So it's about to evolve. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. That's the truth. I really don't. I've been through this so many times, which is to open. Oh, hi, Michelle. You're the one with the song. Yes, we did get it and we like it and we're going to use it. We had a staff meeting on it last week, and one of the staff will get to you. We're going to probably use it for Lipedema Awareness Month. So evolution, the process of evolution is when I believe that community by its very nature evolves, that there's an innate wisdom in the community, and that what we do is move forward and support and expand and do what's needed day by day. It's the best that we can do is a day by day process. So that's what's happening. And I share all this with you because we are going to start having community meetings. Um, what does that mean? That means once, well, we're going to start with once a week, which is on Sunday nights, Eastern Time, 5 p.m., 5 to 5:30ish, usually 5:20. Depends on how talkative I am on any given week. We are going to be having an evolution meeting. I think we called it Tribe Evolution, which is everyone in the community is invited. We're going to be discussing what are the things that work, what could be better, what do you want to see happen, how do you want to see things evolve. Their town hall meetings is really what they are. So join us if you have something to say. If there's something of interest to you, you feel free to email me. Here's my email again. But you can come, um, and there'll be a Zoom room, and I will post the Zoom room, and it'll go out as an email to the community. The next one, the first one, and the only one have had so far is this Sunday. It's a holiday weekend, so it makes it a little bit dicey, but we'll be having other ones. So it's going to be on I just yeah, it's going to be on let's see, 5:30 Eastern Time on Sunday the 25th. And we've done this before. Before meaning we've had town halls with conversations and open mic. What do you see? And oh my God, they're always wonderful. And we usually have our wisdom circle on the last Sunday of the month, but we're actually not going to have it this Sunday because it's a holiday weekend. But I feel like the evolutionary conversation, it's very optional. So, come if you want. If you want to send some info, I'll read it out to the meeting. Yeah. So that's what's new and coming up with Lipedema. I think it's fabulous. I'm excited. I There is a guru of membership sites. His name is Stu McLaren, and it just so happens that he teaches people how to best put membership sites together that work. And his message is always simplify, keep it simple. And anyway, literally I did mm, I did his course a long time ago, 2020. Yeah, I think within a year after I started the group, and I learned so much. Um, anyway, I learned so much from him. Anyway, I just signed up for. He sent a update for people who are alumni. So I just signed up for it. I'm like, yeah, I'm on for that. Let me see what more I can learn. Very simple. What can I learn? How can I bring that to all of you? What can you bring to what we're doing? And how do we fit it all together? Yeah, isn't that great? So that's what's new and coming up with Lipedema. And here we are on the Friday night of a long holiday weekend here in the US. Enjoy. I hope I have to check the weather. I was going to have people come and hang out with me on the deck, but right now it doesn't look. It looks gray and overcast, and I don't know what the weather's going to be like. Okie dokie. Um, yeah. Have a wonderful weekend. You're all over the world. Michelle, make sure you get in touch with me and we'll talk about your song. And then I'm meeting with the staff on Tuesday, so we'll pick up again on Tuesday. Yeah. And what else? Yeah, I'm always grateful. Can always say I'm grateful. Very, very grateful. It's been quite a journey and it continues to be. So know that I love you. Know that I'm glad we're in this journey together. Have a great weekend. And happy